All right, jumping back into another Chaos Exploder loadout video. So, the best perks, I think, for this weapon, especially on this character, are mag size, crit rating, double crit damage. We are going to be reloading automatically, which could permanently sustain Crackshot, as it is not triggered as a reload event. You're just getting a couple of shots every second you wait. So, with Crackshot in the lead, we can stack up damage infinitely and hold his bonus forever. That, of course, pairs really well with Bulletstorm Jonesy, stacking up your damage 1% per shot fired. And we got Battle Beat and Fumble just to activate till you're rocking out. Fumble over wafers, of course, because if we switch off the weapon, reload, or build, it'll completely lose our Crackshot buff. Then we got Assault Ammo Recovery. Just getting the most out of our ammo makes a lot of sense, because even with a mag size perk, we only have 34 rounds, and Stars and Stripes Jonesy has a chance to save ammo, and then it has a chance to save ammo on the ammo you saved. It works out to be about a 31.7% ammo increase, which is really, really good. So that gives us over 45 shots usable, which is going to be a lot of ammo and should make it very smooth. Then, of course, Sledgehammer, obviously, double crit damage, crit rating, toy rocking out, makes sense. Let's hop in game and check it out. So with Crackshot and auto reloading, we are not going to be able to spam this weapon much at all. The key that we're going to be going for is shooting slow enough that it reloads automatically, but also taking advantage of when Toy Rockin' Out activates, and we got to pick our shots carefully. You see, with 13 shots left, slowly recovering, I can't be missing bullets like I just did there. So headshots are going to go a long way. First shot accuracy on this thing is very strong, and making maximum value of every bullet is going to be the name of the game. Now, when I'm running between groups of enemies, that helps out a lot because it just slowly refills my entire weapon's mag size on its own. It's not infinite ammo, it's just using whatever I crafted. But, of course, now that we got Crackshot active, I don't want to switch off this weapon. So it's going to be no more Baron for me. We'll do one more encampment here, and then I'll run over to the defense. And I didn't do a lot of trapping in my previous first look video on this, but it was really just a ring of tire traps. And I assume this mission will be very similar because when you're running Crackshot, you want to have maximum visibility. And having a roof covering all of your shots is not great. And it's kind of awkward running Fumble because if you're going to be standing on the roof, then you're not going to be able to pick up the Fumble footballs. That's a problem, but honestly, if you've got traps doing half the work for you and you're saving your ammo for bigger targets, you should be able to sustain enough Toy Rockin' Out to not have to worry about it. And this is where it puts us in a really awkward situation. Having low mag size versus just a few remaining enemies is weird because I want to maintain my Crackshot bonus, which means not reloading, but not reloading means I'm just staring at these enemies and waiting for my weapon to come back. So doesn't make for the most entertaining YouTube video, but if you want to maximize the potential of the weapon, utilizing the loadout that we made for it, it's kind of what we have to do. So this actually seems like a really interesting defense. Pretty basic for this map. I'm going to lose the Crackshot bonus and switch off to build mode here, but yeah. Looks like we don't have Exploding Death Bombs, so we can definitely use Floor Freeze. And we have all these slopes running up, which is interesting. I want to put Floor Freeze on here, but a Smasher is almost certainly going to just annihilate that. And these are all prime candidates to get destroyed, but it's okay. You got to put something down. I'm going to put directional tire traps facing where I don't want them to go, so they will stagger towards my back when placed. This is obviously to protect the defense, and because I want to take advantage of Battle Beat. Traps can kill enemies. If you get, now, was it 9 kills, 10 seconds? Battle Beat will activate, totally rocking out. That'll both heal me and give me, of course, a boost in damage and a boost in crit rating, which is all going to be very, very helpful stuff. This looks like I'm over-trapping, but it's a 164-player mission. It's not the easiest thing ever. I do have active teammates, but they're mostly going to be letting me get some kills and show off this weapon and everything that it's capable of. So we've got some tar pits back there to stop charging smashers, and then we've got Floor Freeze, once again, directional to prevent enemies from getting up efficiently. So that should mostly cover it. To my team, if you guys want to place any extra traps, go for it. I think this should be enough to get it started. So let's get over here and get her going. I think the range on this, 4,096 or so, is pretty good. I don't know if it's like shoot the balloon from down here good. So I almost always have to switch to a sniper. It's kind of an annoyance, but Xenon Bow lives in my inventory. Useful for that use case. Did I not charge it all the way? Is it, what? Is the Xenon Bow not working? Is this a bug? Can the Xenon Bow not go through the structures? Is there anything that can block a Xenon Bow shot? Is that what was happening?
No, nothing can block the Xenon Bow.
Well, what was that? Weird. So, I need to pick my bullets here because fumble footballs are not something I can utilize while standing up here. But as we saw with the encampments, I can't really get down and dirty with these enemies. I just can't. I don't have enough ammo and I'm gonna run out. So it's interesting. You know, you can run a reload perk and reload regularly. You can even run a mag size perk and Chaos Agent. It seems like the reload speed on this weapon is quite slow, despite the reload perk being a thing, and that's considerable. However, because you're generating ammo automatically, by the way, the environmental damage, super big. Archer showed me that you can break an anomaly in 2 shots. The shards went everywhere. It was kind of amazing. So, you can probably consider the fact that you're getting some of your ammo back. You're not reloading in real time every single time. We functionally have a 40-something round mag, and if you wanted to reload with Chaos Agent, that could make sense. But you can see, we don't even need to shoot that many bullets. Sure, I definitely ran out. I'm slowly depleting my stock of ammo here, but once the enemies are going, I can shoot the crowds, maybe try and activate Battle Beat real quick. There we go. The Smasher gets frozen, and easy damage. That's pretty cool. I love that this weapon has so much value. Do you guys want to reinforce the southwest border here where they're kind of coming up the slope? I think like a floor or 2 could probably deal with that. So I have stacked up, what, 9 shots here? 3, 4, 5. Definitely matters if we crit here. Headshots go a ways, but Smasher headshots are notoriously difficult to get. But I love that. With 9 shots when I started shooting and regenerating as I fire. If you are firing, do you go up in ammo or do you have to not do anything?
You have to completely stop firing for like 2 seconds and then it'll start reloading.
And that's a tricky thing. They've definitely put a strong weapon in the game, but now I'm incentivized to stand here and wait. It's the same reason where the standing still for 10 seconds perks never, ever get used on my weapons. That logic of like standing there and not moving, it's just never happening. Like the pot shot, you get 55% extra damage if you stand still for 10 seconds. I will not.
we are under defended on this new side.
I will
really,
not.
But...
I will use Affliction, and that will be that. I think we can put walls up on this left side. I can't switch off because of Crackshot, but yeah, I love the high value though. I mean, you're hitting so many enemies per bullet that it's just really, really good. And targeting a nurse and killing her while exploding everything in her field is so nice. Killing 2 enemies with 1 shot. What's the headshot multiplier on this weapon? Is it rather significant? No, not at all. It's not even 50%. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Maybe it is 50% exactly, but that's not too much. The crit damage is pretty strong though, because we are, let me see here, rocking a multiplier of, 5.2x. That's normal. And 420% blaze it multiplier is quite great. This is why I like to stand up top as well. I don't think we have a super easy path up, but it just gives you such a good clear field of view. And of course, if we're going to be aiming for headshots, it makes sense to take advantage of that. And the storm kind of sucks. Standing in the storm taking damage is a great way to be less alive, and I like to avoid that. Taking advantage of the accuracy of this weapon is super fun. It's weird because your cursor is seeing the enemy when you don't actually have a line of sight, but yeah, that's great damage. These are 254 power level enemies. What's up?
Does anyone have Warcry on our team? Because when the mini boss starts, I kind of want to like Warcry, Wafer, and ear splitter. All
Want to boost me up?
I want to see how fast. I want to see how fast you can kill that mini boss, if
so,
we can.
Mini bosses spawn on the 10th file, viewers, and oh, it's so tempting. I was gonna save up my ammo and just start working on that now, but like, there's so many enemies, and cleaning them up is so easy. Like, this is so strong, even with healing death bursts. I like recording in the desert missions because they're so bright and sunny, but retrieve the data makes them less bright and sunny. Either way, I like to take advantage of that, but I was gonna say, oh, I completely lost my train of thought. There's so many enemies I want to shoot, and I want to start saving up my ammo, and well, I just want to kill all the enemies. They're so easy to shoot. It's so convenient. All right, mini boss, I am full ammo, ready to go. 35 rounds, spawns on file 10. We got about 30 more seconds. I think I should just carefully use my ammo as I go.
Go after that Smasher that just spawned.
There we go. That's what I was gonna say, is I like to record bright and sunny maps, but healing death burst is really brutal for this weapon to deal with. Love the animation, it looks so good. And on the topic that I did not address in my other videos is reusing of assets. People sometimes complain about it, but if they can save development time by using a weapon that's already in BR, and they can tickle BR players by seeing an item that they're...
Oh, it's perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect.
All right, wait, everybody,
okay.
wait. Let me stack up my ammo. I got full Crackshot, Warcry,
right, go.
And I'm gonna aim for the head as much as I can. All right, Toy Rocking Out is active. Not as much as I had hoped. And I'm out of ammo. So, damage per second wise, it's probably a lot faster for me to just reload and get back in there. Taking full advantage of Crackshot makes sense to just wait. Puts me in a really awkward situation where probably switching to a different weapon is better, but the damage is quite nice. Actually, is oh, nature. I'm using water. I see why it's so bad. Yeah, I said the damage is quite nice, and then I shot damage that was not quite nice. Like, I'm not blind to the 60,000 damage per shot. So the fact that I was able to get a quarter of its health anyway, that's actually pretty good. Like, I'm doing a quarter damage and still putting decent output. Unfortunate mini-boss on that one, but honestly, given that I was doing a quarter damage, might have killed the mini-boss in a mag or two, which is rather strong. So we did showcase this in my first look video with the sledgehammer loadout, where I went up against a mini-boss with this weapon, and it did fine. It did really okay. Knocked that thing out with minimal support. There was no war cry, I believe. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Sunbeam or Obsidian on this? I think definitely Sunbeam. This is a slow firing, high high per bullet damage weapon. I don't see any benefit whatsoever to shooting faster, and as Archer experienced, I'm not sure durability is going to be a problem with this weapon. Did you see more about that, or did you really get your whole weapon back?
When I loaded into this game, my durability went back to what it was supposed to.
Got
but the last two games, the durability was resetting itself back to 100%.
Yeah, I don't expect that to stick around. I don't want to be airing infinite durability propaganda, but
I don't even know how to pull it off. It just happens.
So sometimes you get your weapon fully refilled. That's pretty great. It's weird. I don't know what to think of this, because the weapon's obviously very strong. I like it a lot. Crackshot right here, having to just stop and wait is rather brutal. This might not be my favorite way to use the weapon. I think I might go for a hybrid where I'm running Crackshot lead. I'm sorry, no, Crackshot support, Sledgehammer lead, reloading with Chaos Agent, mag size perk. That's just sort of off the top of my head where I'm thinking I will go for this. I'm going to make a best perks video that should have been already up on the channel in the order that I want to do things anyway, where you guys get my full thoughts and opinions on the best way to perk this weapon, because it's fun. You've got multiple options. You know, you got a slow fire rate, which lends itself towards the fire rate perk, obviously, but then you've got an ability that definitely wants you to shoot a little slower. So there's a lot going on with this weapon, but you're definitely rewarded for your efforts. And thank you again, Epic, for putting such an interesting weapon in the game. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the videos linked down below if I linked any. And check out the recommended videos at the end here. This was a pretty casual recording, so I won't be editing this one. No outro, but you know the drill. And then the rest. Twitch link down below if you guys want to catch these recordings live.